I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got sheets.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, the second of 3 games here on this Sunday, we continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 73 yards. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. First down, here's Mitchell. Past the 20, 5, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's Rick.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, San Francisco.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to use his legs here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, 49ers.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And the 49er first down.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked picked off by Jamal Adams.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
13X.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yard punt, return of 9. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The backfield empties out. Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. We saw 5 receivers out there, 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the 1st down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They go play action here. Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll run with Mitchell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Mitchell. And he loses the football a second time. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 45-yard line.
Metcalf motions left. To the air again, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 58. Check 59. Check 59. Cover.
Geno now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 53-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, it's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 190 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Short throw to Dissly. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 41 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Purdy now to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And the 49er first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Purdy. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right? Absolutely. Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. In motion, the tight end. Running left is Walker. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot.